Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Abby. Sorry, my voice is already... Okay. We're back. We're here. My name's Abby. I am the creator / owner of 14 Level Basic. You can follow me on Instagram. You can check out my podcast on any place that you listen to podcasts. It's called Bantering with 14 Level Basic. And of course you can subscribe to this YouTube channel if you enjoy, the one other video that's on here, other videos on here, the content, me, whatever you feel like. Subscribe, like, dislike, comment, do your thing. You guys should check out my channel with my two sisters called Langal Ladies. We do a series on there called Recipe by Label, where we use labels off of food products and make those recipes. So we made banana bread in the video we have up right now, and we have a few other videos that are in post that we'll be posting soon, so definitely check those out. Today our topic is something I'm super excited to talk about. Today's video is going to be kind of like two-parter. So like in the first half of the video I'm going to be talking about where to buy roller skates, how to get roller skates, the craze of roller skates right now in 2020, and then at the ending of the video is going to be an unboxing of me opening my skates, and you guys can see like how they come and all that. So let's talk about skates. Here, let me start with how I wanted to, why I wanted to get skates. So it's in the middle of quarantine, it's starting to get warmer. I'm like, what else can I do? What else am I gonna do when it gets warm out? I have the pool, I can go swimming, but I need something else. I don't really have a bike. We have bikes, but it's really my mom, my dad's, and then my younger sister has one from when she was a teenager. It's her teenage bike. I don't really know what happened to mine. I had one, and then I think we got rid of it, and then I just never got another one. Although I feel like that could have come in handy when I lived in New York. What else can I do? What other outside activity that's sort of a biking, but also cool? And I was like, that's roller skating. I've been roller skating before. There used to be a roller rink in my town. I don't even know when it closed. Maybe before I was 10, because I feel like I remember it. And I'd gone there a few times, and then by the time I was 10 years old, it was already closed. But it was a cool place to go to, so I have some background in skating, so that's why I was like, ooh, roller skating, that'd be so much fun. I haven't done that in a while. And little did I know that on this great app called TikTok, roller skating was blowing up. Literally everyone and their mom was like, we're getting skates. I didn't know this, so I was talking to my sister one day and was like, I really want to buy roller skates. I don't know, should I get them? I was between, sorry, my hair's I was between buying a new bike, a beach cruiser type, or getting roller skates. The only issue with the beach cruiser was that I live sort of where it's not really flat. So, I mean you can ride a beach cruiser on hills, but they're not really made to be a mountain bike sort of thing. I feel like I would really need more of that for where I live than roller skates you can kind of use anywhere, I feel like. So I was like, you know what, I haven't done roller skating in a while. Let me just look into it. I'm sure, I could get a pair. It'll be fine. And then I had a rude awakening. Everybody wants skates. And there's a shortage for them. And, the fact that we're in a pandemic and places were closed and people weren't working, so they were behind on orders, and then everyone decides, well, I'm in quarantine, I don't have anything to do, let me buy some skates. And they're like, yeah, so about that, we're kind of behind on everything, so you guys are gonna have to wait. So, yeah, that's basically the rundown on kind of how I ended up looking for skates. How I ended up getting them. I personally am gonna say I think I got lucky in the sense of looking for skates. I think I somehow timed it out right, because just from where I was looking and the online forums I was on, people were like, I've been looking for skates forever, I can't seem to find any, blah blah blah. And here I come a week in of looking for skates, already having some ordered, and I'm like, how did this happen? How was this timed out like this? So I'm like, maybe it was meant to be that I got skates. Anyway, so I ended up buying the white Impalas from their website. I had done like a week-long search for skates. Couldn't find any anywhere. I went on Planet Roller Skate, which I don't really know if it's called that anymore or it's still existing. There's all this drama with it, rightfully so, but like if you want to know about that, I encourage you to look it up. And then there's Pigeon Roller Skate, which was a part of Planet Roller Skate but now is separate. So those are like two big like places that will have like a lot of inventory, a lot of different brands, and a lot of stuff. There are dozens of other websites in other places. There was one called Roller Skate Nation. That one. That seemed like a legitimate website, although I was like, when I was on it, I was like, is this legit? I think it is. But so basically how I ended up ordering Impalas. So I was doing a week-long search, just searching everywhere, and I was kind of like getting frustrated because I'm like, I don't understand. Like, I mean, I understood, but I'm like, why? Literally everyone is buying skates. They don't have any anywhere. Like, there are no skates. And at this point, the Moxies were available to pre-order, but they wouldn't have been shipped until October. And I live in the Northeast, so if my skates were shipped until October, then I probably would have like maybe like 3 weeks to use them outside before it started getting cold. And then who knows if like roller rinks and stuff are gonna be opened to be able to use them inside. So I was like, I don't really know, like maybe if it's like the only option, like fine, I would order them if I really wanted them. But I was like, I have to find something else because I really wanted to use them in the summer as a summer activity. And I was determined. Oh frick, I just completely forgot an important part of the story. Alright, we'll fix it in post. Alright, so my friend from high school, she is a professional skater. Her name is Corey. She's been skating since I've known her. She's a professional skater. She's done it competitively. She's won like a million awards. And so she had made a status that was like, I can't believe how much like roller skating has become popular in the last few months. Like, you know, it's crazy that everywhere is sold out, but yet like private skating rinks are like literally being closed, like are getting, what am I saying? Are literally closing because of the lack of people going to skating rinks. And so it's just like this weird thing about how like that was probably an issue in their industry before coronavirus, and now everyone's buying skates, and hopefully people will keep up with it by the time that these rinks open, and maybe they'll be able to sustain a little bit more of a lucrative business. So I ended up texting her and reaching out to her and was just like, hey, like I'm looking to buy skates, like do you have any advice, like what brands to buy, this, that, and the other thing. So I'm gonna read you the message that she sent to me and told me. And this is kind of what I based my search on, so kind of as like a foundation, I guess. So she was like, I definitely would recommend brands like Chicago, Impala, or Candy Girl. She said some Moxie skates, half of Moxie skates have flimsy ankle supports, which you don't want, and those are all reasonably priced. She said Harlex skates are really good, but a little bit pricier, and most skates run true to size. Candy Girl specifically run a little tighter, so you may want to size up. Definitely look to YouTube for videos and reviews. You want to look for specifically good ankle support and if you have a comfy insole. She mentioned Planet Roller Skate, which I don't know if it's called that anymore. So, which is really good, and it has all the skate brands, accessories, and more. However, I think they've been on hiatus for a few weeks because of COVID. She said most of her friends have Impalas or Chicago skates, so I know for a fact that those brands are really good. She mentioned that she has expensive skates, so if you're looking to spend a little bit more on high quality, she mentioned EDEA skates, and she said those are the way to go. That was sort of like my basis and introduction to like what brands to look at. So as I started this search, I quickly realized that there's literally like no skates available online. I think now they're starting to take more orders. The good news is I did end up ordering skates, and I'm gonna say I think I got kind of lucky in the sense. Somehow I think the timing was like just right, because I really only was actively looking for skates for like about a week. I had gone on YouTube, just looked up all the brands. I really was debating between, I mean, I wanted the Moxies, but I'll kind of get into why I chose the brand I did. And then So I was like looking around, I checked on Reddit. There was like a thread that had like a bunch of links to places that sell skates. I'll link that because it really was helpful, even in the sense of like where to buy them, just not like the few ones that people like know. So as I started my search, when I first went to Impala's website, I'm like, I want these. Like, I just already knew that I wanted those ones. They were reasonably priced. They seemed like that they were good introduction skates, and they just were the ones that I wanted. They were sold out, obviously. So I'm like, I gotta look somewhere else. I gotta look for, like, expand what I want. So then I was looking at the Candy Girls. I'm like, maybe I'll be able to find those. It doesn't seem like a lot of people are, like, not a lot of people I feel like talk about those ones. So maybe there'll be, like, some somewhere or whatever. So, that was like my biggest thing. My other biggest thing was I really wanted to be able to try one on in person. The only issue with that was like there's no place around me that sells skates, so I really was I was like hoping to maybe just drive somewhere that sold them, but I didn't really end up doing that because of what happened next. So after like looking around, I was just kind of like talking to my dad about it and was like, I literally can't find any. Like, it's just crazy how like everyone wants skates. Like, it's just crazy how this is blown up. And I'm like, I've just been looking. I'm like, I guess it's just going to be something I'm gonna have to look for like every day on the internet, because it's going to be one of those things that like if it's restocked, it's going to be gone like that. Like, you're going to have to be on top of it. So I was just telling him like, these are the initial ones that I wanted. They're like reasonably priced. You know, there were all these things all these factors that I looked at that I was like, these are the ones that I want. So when I was going to show him what they looked like, Impala's website was like it was up, but like you couldn't view like their shop or anything like that. It was just like, we have something big planned, like put in your email. So I was like, okay, well obviously I'm going to want to get some updates with them, so let me just put my email in. You never know what's going to happen. I'll just do that, because I'm like, oh, I wonder what they have planned. Like, I assumed that it was something that was going to be restocked, but I didn't imagine that it was going to be like 4 hours later. So I did that, and then later I got an email that they had restocked most of their website. So I'm like, I'm buying my skates. Like, I'm just going to buy them. Like, I'm just going to risk them not fitting. Like, I just looked at their size chart. It said if you're half size up, did that, put my order in, I have my credit card memorized, put all that stuff in, ordered them, done. And I was like, holy crow. Like, I literally just ordered skates. And I just got the email like yesterday that they're shipped, so like they're coming, like I got them. But I do understand that I think somehow I lucked out in that sense, because I think a lot of people have looked for them for a long time, and it didn't really work out like for them in that sense. So basically, I guess that would be one of my biggest advice, is just literally check for them every single day. Sign up for the emails on any website, any brand that you want, any ones that you're considering, sign up for the email list, because the second they're restocked, they're gonna send the email out. Or maybe, you know what I'm saying? So definitely do that. And I think that was somehow, like, I almost didn't sign up for the email. I was like, oh, I don't want to sign up for email. I don't want to get all like their promotional stuff. But then good thing I did, because then I got the restock email and I was like, I have skates. So now I'm going to kind of talk more about like why I chose Impala, why were those the first ones that I knew I was going to get, and kind of just like the different brands, and kind of just my initial thoughts as just like a beginner, kind of just learning about everything, my thoughts, my opinions, all that fun stuff. So between Moxie, Candy Girl, Chicago, those were like the main ones I was looking at. I also, just gonna put this in front because I'm amazed at these skates, there's this brand called Moonlight Flash I just learned about, and they have these skates that are like black, but they have like a very like tinted look to them with like a purplish green tint, like metallic-y, kind of like reflecting, like if the light hits it, it has like a little color there. But if you take a picture with your flash, they turn like what's the word, they like reflect into like a holographic color scheme. They're so cute. Definitely check out that brand if you are in between. I would say it's a good option other than Moxie. Like, I think that would be like the equivalent, definitely one of their competitors in that sense. So let's talk about Moxie, because I get it. I get why people want Moxies. I understand it. I think they're so cute. They have great branding. Their reputation in the industry seems like it's up to here compared to a lot of other brands. I think they're like the standard when it comes to really any kind of skating. And they have like really good cute styles, and just I get it. I totally get it. So I definitely was considering them, but I definitely kind of knew like if those were the only option, then like I'll get them, but if I could find something else, then I won't. So my thought process was more like, what if I get skates and I don't like them? What if I think I'm going to be using them all the time and then I don't? So I just didn't really want to put down that much money for them if I didn't really know like how it's really going to go. And then also, like, I'm going to be learning how to skate, and like the skates I'm going to get are going to be my intro skates, so I'm going to like, you know, use them until they're breaking and I'm going to have to buy new ones. And I think the next step from Impala would be Moxie. So that was kind of my thought process, because I'm like, I'm going to be learning how to skate. If I get really cute ones, or you know, ones that I'm like totally in love with, and then I'm just going to, you know, beat them up so bad and they're just not gonna look like how they looked when I first got them, I'd rather buy Moxies where like I'm more experienced. I know I'm not gonna scuff them up as much or like ruin them as much as when I'm gonna be falling and learning how to skate. And I've just felt a little bit more comfortable doing that with Impala, simply because I think they're kind of set up for that. And Impala has really cute styles too. Like I love the brand Impala too. They have really good branding as well, but I just think they're kind of like, in the sense of reputation in the industry, it's like Moxie, and then it's kind of like the Impala is like up and coming. At least that was my impression. So that was kind of my thought process between Moxie and Impala. Now, Candy Girl, I don't really know that much about. I don't even really think I went to their website really. I just knew that they were another option, and I was considering them. They were a little bit more in the sense of like beginner skate. What I really liked about them though is that they were made out of suede, and I was looking for that in the sense of for comfort, for like it to form to my foot. And Impala didn't really have that, although shout out to Impala because they have vegan stuff. So again, like it's one of those things where it's like it works out either way. It's like I get that suede is like the purpose of it, but it's also like for what cost, because like it is like from an animal, where like at least Impala has vegan products and materials. So that was another good, you know, good option from Impala. But I also think with the structure of the boot of Impala, it just seemed a little bit more beneficial for someone who was learning how to skate, rather than the suede, which is going to give me the ability to move my foot more and have a little bit more freedom in moving my foot. But also, as a beginner, I think it might be, at least this is what I thought, it would be better if I had a more structured boot that would give myself a little bit more support, so I kind of can get used to being on skates and kind of get used to them. And then maybe once I'm a little bit more comfortable down the road, I can kind of switch into more of a different kind of skate. But yeah, so that was kind of another big factor. So Candy Girl, that was one of my initial draws, was that it was suede, it wasn't vinyl, and I really liked that about Candy Girl. So not that I completely dismissed them, it's just that Impala had the inventory and I already was initially drawn to them, so it was like my first choice. Boom, got them. Also a bunch of other brands. I was even looking at like the plain Rydell ones. Like honestly, I was like, I will get the most basic looking ones. I don't care, it doesn't have to have anything on it. Like I just want a pair to learn how to do it and, you know, not spend so much money. I definitely wasn't really trying to spend like I wasn't trying to get the lollies, like, right, because I think the Beach Bunny ones are like 100. So that was another big factor. And like obviously if you're looking, I'm totally kidding, because it's definitely, oh wait, actually I just think also your price point is really a large factor. Yeah, the Beach Bunny ones are like 150, so that was like, I was willing to pay a little bit more for them, simply because like I said, there's so many other things that like draw you to Moxie, like the reputation, the look, the branding, the amount of people that talk about them, so I get it. Just to recap why I initially was drawn to Impala and why I ended up going with them. besides the fact that they were the only ones that had inventory at the time. They were going to be my intro skates. I was completely fine with them being completely beat up by the time I used them, like at the end of me using them down the road. They're going to be my intro skates, so I was willing to pay a little bit less for them, simply because I knew they're probably going to get so beat up. Like, it's just inevitable for me as a beginner skater. Second was the specs and kind of the structure of the boot, all those things that I felt like would benefit me as a beginner definitely drew me towards Impala the most. And then second would be, I don't even know. Those were kind of the main things, besides the fact that they were like the only ones that I was able to buy. My last piece of advice for buying skates, at the end of the day, you're really just going to want to buy something that you know you're going to be comfortable in. You kind of just have to go with your gut. If you look at the skate that I bought and you're like, honestly, like, I don't think that they're going to work for me, or like you just don't like the look of them, you think they look cheap looking, whatever the case may be, then that's completely fine, because I think that's one of those things, it's one of those things where like it's about your comfort. So if you look at the Moxie ones and you're like, oh my god, no, these are definitely the ones that I need, I want these because X, Y, and Z, you order those, you get those. Maybe you're like, no, both of these are so expensive, like I don't want to have to spend that much money. Then maybe you'll go with the Chicago skate. And I realize now I didn't really talk about Chicago. Yeah, I didn't really look at them that much, only because, like I said, my personal opinion looking at the Chicago skate was more of like, they looked a little cheap looking in my opinion. I didn't really think they were going to be comfortable for me, and they just didn't draw me really that much. I wasn't like, oh my god, those are a great option. It just, for me, wasn't going to work. I just had the feeling, it could look really cute, but like, do you think you're going to be comfortable in them? Do you think that it's going to work for you? Do you think that as a beginner it's going to work? It's completely up to you and what you think is going to be comfortable. Maybe you watch all these reviews and you're like, these are going to work for me. I get it. I'm going to buy these ones. You go buy them and you love those skates and you use them for a long, long time. So thank you for watching this half of the video. And now I'm going to show you guys my skates as I open them, my initial thoughts, how I feel, how I react. So stay tuned for that. And that's going to be right now. Okay, hey guys, so right now I'm waiting for the UPS delivery person to come to my house and deliver my skates. I checked the tracking this morning and they were nearby, out for delivery like at 9 a.m. so they should be here like any minute now. It's 4:30 right now and it said they'll be here by 9 p.m. so yeah, and I just got so excited because the USPS person just like rolled up in front of my house and I was like, oh my god, that's the UPS truck, except it was the USPS person and they already came today. So I'm like really like trying to be patient. I got so excited and it wasn't the skates. So hopefully when I check in back with you guys, I will have them in my hands and we can do the unboxing. Okay, I'm pretty sure the UPS truck just pulled up. I know. Got my skates. So excited. Skates just came in the mail. This is the box. I'm gonna open the box. I don't know which way it's gonna be, so we're gonna see how that works. So
be careful with the scissors.
So the other way. I will be careful, Mom. My mom's recording.
It's kind of small.
See how long it takes me to figure out how to open this.
What color are they?
They're white. Oh. Ooh, box is really cute. Okay.
A box inside a box. What a concept.
They're so hot, like the box in that truck. Been driving around all of the state today. There we go. This is the box. So, oh wait, I think it opens this way. Oh, there it is.
But you're not in it.
There? Okay.
Okay, this is just the box.
So this is going to be me opening them. How
Wow.
cute. Oh, wow.
Let me zoom in on one of them.
So this is what it looks like straight out of the box. They smell brand new. Have a nice like vinyl shoe smell. And
And you're on your way to Wheels.
on those wheels. And that's that so far. So right now me and my mom are gonna lace up my skates. This is my mom. See, now you're in a video. And we're gonna lace them up and then I'm gonna try them on. Alright, so now I'm gonna put them on and we're gonna see if they fit because I got a size 10 and I'm probably more like a 9.5. So hopefully they fit. They feel good so far going in. Oh wait,
Wrong foot?
no.
There's
There's
packaging?
stuffing in there.
Oh.
I got nervous.
Oh.
They're definitely gonna fit because once I put my foot down, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
They're like perfect. They fit perfect.
Good.
So how do I do this? Like that?
Yeah, crisscross and then keep going. I would, yeah. All right, one on, one to go. Then already got the one dirty.
What?
Yeah, look at the dirt on the wheels already
Oh,
from the patio.
that's probably normal. I think they said like because of what they're made out of, they're like meant to like pick up.
Dirt?
Because it's not like a fully smooth surface, you want like the wheels to be able to like go into the like almost a little bit soft. It's like driving on sand. With like
The wheels are squishy?
they're not like squishy, but they're not like I don't know how to explain it. Like the ones I want to get other ones that are a little bit more for like outside. Okay, we got them on. Now I'm like gonna stand up. I'm so nervous.
All right.
Got these to hold on to. If I can even stand up. Okay.
Okay. Oh.
I'm
Let
gonna
me
try
move
this
back.
thing that this girl I saw her do. She was like, okay. Oh my god. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm scared.
How about reach for my hand?
But I don't, what if I fall? I need to get a helmet.
Up. Walk around the picnic table holding on till you get used to the skate.
Okay, you're right. So, really gotta use your, okay, moving. So how do I
Turn.
turn?
You have to bend at your knee, pick your foot up and turn.
I can't do this. I don't think my body's made for it.
Stand up straighter though. You have to push out with your feet, you know.
I know. Alright. I don't know how.
You're gonna watch a YouTube video?
I'm gonna have to. I've been wanting to do that. I feel like, what's his Rudolph when he's.
Trying to get up on his legs.
Yeah.
I don't think you're supposed to look down.
And I'm gonna go more in depth on like my first impressions on the skate, but for now I'm gonna kind of get used to them and hopefully learn what I'm doing.